Jason Fung, nephrologist and best-selling author, shares his experiences utilizing an individualized approach to fasting to successfully treat thousands of overweight, metabolically ill, and diabetic patients, and why being a doctor who specializes in kidney disease gives him a unique insight into early indications of metabolic disease. Let's listen to Dr. Jason Fung.
I mean, meat is probably one of the most nutritious foods there is. And I know that there's a lot of sort of debate, sort of environmental debate. There's ethical debates about ethical raising of meat and so on. But if you were to set all that aside and just say from a nutrition standpoint, one is delicious. And you know that because when you watch shows like Naked and Afraid, like you ever see how excited they get when they get a fish or something? Right. It's insane, right? They're like, "Oh my god!" Right? A fish, so, or they'll be like a rat or something, and they'll be like, "Oh," right? It's like you don't go like, "Whoa, cauliflower," right? Even though I love cauliflower, right? It's a great food, but you can see that it's a natural food for humans. So, like we really get that's part of the natural thing. So meat is meat and fish and chicken for sure would be up there. And scientifically, of course, they're much more complete sources of protein for us than natural because we're animals. So therefore we use animal proteins much better than we can use plant proteins. So that'd probably be a base. If you could actually survive just on meat. So people like the Inuit, for example, subsisted largely on meat. However, if you set aside the ethical, costs and so on, then you might want to, eat some other foods. So there are some carbohydrate-containing foods which can be very good too. Something like beans, for example. People have eaten beans for millennia, like subsisted on beans and so on. So that'd be a vegetarian source of very good protein and can actually be quite delicious. Like, people eat it in all different kinds of ways. For me, it's one of these things that is, one of these things that you can put on a plate that takes that sort of carbohydrate, but there's lots of fiber and all that kind of thing. Some other vegetables and fruits that I really enjoy, like something like avocado. It's like, I love avocado. I think everybody loves avocado, honestly. So, and there's so many vitamins in there and so on. So, that's something, those are probably the main things I could think of. Like other vegetables that would be well up there. So any of the above ground vegetables, like to me, I love cauliflower and broccoli. I mean, those are just foods that I could eat sort of easily. It's one of these things, if you're trying to replace a carbohydrate side dish, like if you're thinking about, okay, I have a bit of meat, and then, in the past you might say, oh, I'll have a lot of potato or rice. You could easily put cauliflower or broccoli or something in there that just totally takes the place of one of those.
Yeah.
So those are some of the foods that I think are, I could probably do pretty well with those things. I mean, beans, I would include tofu as well, because I eat a lot of tofu being Chinese.